Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charles and welcome back to my cycling YouTube channel. In today's video, we are taking a look at 10 learnings I've done at Gravel Locos race in May last month. So, without further ado, let's get to tip number 1. And it is, move up. Every time there's a hill, if you can, do not stay at the exact same place that you were. Always think about moving up, especially if you're riding in that mid-pack type of place. When it comes to the hills, you don't want to get stuck behind slower people. So here, great example here. All I'm doing is moving up. I'm not slowing down my pace. And I think on this first very big climb, I'm getting 20 position, maybe even more as we see. And all I want is just get up there to the faster wheel. Yes, a good idea would have been to be further up the front of the road when it came to the hill, but it's not always possible. People fight for those positions, so I think I'm very proud of here as I moved up maybe to that top 50 out of 250 before that start of the climb. So pretty happy on that. And now this leads me to tip number 2. Find the big boys, and by the big boys I mean other cyclists. So there's this guy here riding for A-Bus. I don't know him, but he's big, he's wide, he's tall, and as this pace is ramping up on top of the climb, I want to be hidden behind these people. Tip number 4, make friends. We see this guy on the right in blue and orange bike. His name's Alex, the viewer of the YouTube channel, and we chatted when it was a bit easy, and it was nice to meet him, and you're gonna see further why. Tip number 5, be an influencer. As we can see here, we have our friend Tyler, the vegan cyclist who has a mechanical, and people are waiting next to him. People are like, hey Tyler, are you good? Can I help you out? Can I push you? So this tip does not apply to everyone, but I thought it was funny. Tip number 6, it is never over. Sometimes it is, but not as early as you think. As you see here, I'm dropped with a small group of people.
Let's roll!
And as I just mentioned here, let's roll, let's roll. I was pointing out, I was leading this little smaller group, pushing the guys, saying, all right guys, if we work together, we're gonna get back to the group. And it worked. Everyone started like to be organized. Everyone started to do that little round of pulls, and it was a nice work from everyone. There were a small group of 6. Everyone was motivated to get back to the group, and we made it. We see it. It was right there. I was super stoked that we made it back because there was still a long way to go for the race. Number 7, tip number 7. Take the outside line whenever you can, especially here on those big sharp turns. The outside line here, I was able to move up at least 10, 15 place, all while keeping up speed, all while reducing the amount of power needed to accelerate after the turn. So outside line here was a good move for me. And now hitting one of the longest climb on the pavement here, I was trying to be as sheltered as possible, always in between 2 riders on each side here, as we can see. And here, buddy Alex moving up, and I grab his wheel. Alex, a big guy, gave some good draft, and he knew what he was doing. So holding his wheel here was a very good idea, because here he's just towing me up, making sure I'm staying in the pack.
Go in, Nick.
Here I say to Nick, go in. And again, making friends make a difference. Alex is stoked here that I let him get back into the draft. Tip number 8, close gaps when you need it to. So here it opened up, and I did not wait a second. It's time to go. And as I accelerate to get those 2 guys, I keep on my acceleration going, and I move up, because you never know which group is going to be laid off from the pack. So decide to put a dig here, close by myself, and as I was getting speed and going to that descent, I did not hit the brake, went on the outside here with maximum speed, and here I'm just catching Dylan like he stopped, and I just passed him without energy. All of that because I moved up, I kept up my speed, did not hit the brake. And now, small little gap, I'm starting to be very cooked there, and I just passed Dylan and Ian Boswell. So there's no point for me to close this gap. I'm just soft pedaling until they are getting tired of being in my wheel, and then Dylan just closed that last little gap here. So that was, I think, a good move for me. Energy saving. I let Dylan close that last meters. This led me to tip number 9, and it's find the good wheels. Here, I was about to move up, and I say, oh, this is Ian Boswell. Ian knows exactly what he's doing in gravel, so I'm going to hold his wheel here because he should be good wheels to follow, which turns out to not be it. Coming up to another climb here, moving up, and I see Jan. I say, all right, if Jan's here, I'm gonna keep his wheel, and just gonna chill there and move up with him. Coming to the biggest climbs of the race and the 3Bs, and here, as you see, tip number 1, moving up. I'm just trying to make my way here, moving up slowly, making way, staying in the good wheels. Again here, Jan is there, and I following. Say Yin, I'm sorry. But here's the problem with that strategy. World Tour riders have World Tour power, and here when it came to super steep, that's where I've just holding his wheel. I was super tired, and now he put the hammer down, and I just cannot follow. He's an ex-World Tour rider. He has power that I don't have, so my strategy of following him here was not that good, because as soon as it got difficult, he pushed on, and he's gone. At that point, I slowed down a little bit, and I just cannot even hold the wheels of these guys. I have to wait for other people while I'm trying to recoup some energy. Alex is towing me into the descent, back to the group. But as soon as it got up again, I just could not follow the pace. Hear me breathing. I'm cooked. Here we got Fabian on the right, race organizer. What a nice dude. Thank you, Fabian, for having me at Gravel Locos this year. It was amazing. But luckily, the Feedzone was there and I was able to catch up. There was an obligatory stop for all the racers, 2 minutes. So since I was just 40 seconds behind, I was able to get back in. And here's another mistake that I've done. Did not get enough water. Should have get more, had plenty of time, but I was on that start line all ready to go, even though I had more time. Back climbing, back racing, and here I am. This is the final hammer. I'm done. I just can't follow the pace on this last climb. I'm moving back. I find this little group of drop people, and that's where the games begin and the organized chase. Well, there was no organized chase. No one wanted to go pull. Here, I had to make the work. I had to go up to the front, try to motivate the guys. It's not over if we work together, but everyone just started to look at each other. And here, he's looking back, not pulling, moving to the right, and just losing time. And from there, race was over. 120-ish kilometer, decided to go without these guys, by myself, kept going, catch a few groups, drop from them because cramps, but until then there was 20k left. Some guy joined me here and we rolled together. He took some pulls on the downhill. I was mainly pulling the whole way, and race was over just like that. Got back to the city and we crossed the finish line, and I was super happy to finish the race. Alright guys, so this is it for today's quick video. If you learned something, if you enjoyed the tips that I've just shared, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already. It helps a lot more than you can think of. If you want to see more race recap footage or more travel footage, just let me know. You can follow me over on my Instagram at Shalwime. That's where I share all my experience, all my race, and all my travels. So that's it guys. My name is Charles, and I will see you on the road or into the next video. Peace.